Sorry about that. Where people just give things for free and everything. So yeah, there is no it is they have they are giving me for free. I'm suffering. That is not the way it runs here. The way it runs here, if there is come with I'm a banker in Nigeria, or this is what we do, or I'm a nurse in Nigeria, this is what we do in my hospital. Please, dear, it doesn't work here. No, no, it does not work. Hi guys, good to be back here again. I missed you all so much. Okay, I'm going to start again. Hi guys, good evening, and it's Lola again. I'm sorry about that. I feel like it's been ages since I picked a camera and I sat in front of the camera to express myself, to talk, to just be in front of the camera. A lot has happened, a lot. Good things, just been quiet, busy, and I've got my hands full with a lot of things. But I do really miss the space, trust me. I wish I could create that time, that extra time to just be here, but it wasn't possible. But shout out to or yeah, shout out to everybody who has reached out in one way or the other to say hope you are fine. We missed you on YouTube. I miss YouTube, trust me. I've been trying to just drop shorts, but shorts sometimes are just short. They don't really convey your well wishes, your heart, to people. So yeah, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for sticking through. And if you are just passing by and the YouTube told you, can you watch that girl's video, and you stopped by, thank you so much. Can you please click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're aware whenever a new video drops. Thank you so much for coming back. Once again, my name is Lola, and I'm a nurse here in the United Kingdom, and I also have my baby is now 9 months old. Yeah, and I feel like I've not shot a video since it was plenty months ago. I don't know, I don't want to rack my brain, but that's not the reason why I'm doing this video. This video is just once again to apologize for just going without saying I'm going on a break, or without saying goodbye. Life just happened, and I needed to attend to a lot of events at the same time, and they are still going on, but I think that I'm managing better now, and hopefully get better with time rather. Yeah, so um today's video, just two things, or one major thing and one other thing, just a side note. I'm going to be talking about, because I've noticed that a lot of people came into the UK recently, especially students. So I'm just going to be talking about the things you need to do as soon as you come into the UK. That's the major thing I'm going to be talking about. And then the second thing is I'm going to just be showing you, I was craving pepper turkey, so I made pepper turkey for myself, and I'll be showing you just bits of how I made that. Yeah, and the aftermath, or what the pepper turkey looked like. Yeah, today is a Sunday and I feel so tired. The time now is, it's about 7:30 in the night, 7:30 in the night. And since we got back from church from about 3 o'clock thereabout, I didn't check the time when we got back from church. I've been on my feet, I've been cooking for the week, I've been trying to tick off things on my to-do list, but I don't think I've even ticked one off. Okay, maybe I've ticked one off. I've done bulk cooking. Yeah, so that's just the only thing I've been able to do. So I am just quickly going to have a shower because I don't feel comfortable at all. I'm going to have a shower and then I'll come back to do the video. Please stay tuned and stay with me just to be a bit break. just a bit of break or just a bit of time for me to, just look fresh and feel comfortable at least. I could continue talking, but I don't feel comfortable. I need to have a shower. I need to feel fresh so that um I'm comfortable talking to you. Right. See you soon.
A few moments later.
Yeah. Hi guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Or yeah, welcome back. Or well, I think I should welcome myself back on the channel because I've just gone for a shower, and as you can see, I feel brighter, I feel better, I feel much more comfortable doing this video. So let's get right into it. So I'll just quickly moisturize my face. I use this Aveeno. It's not a paid advert, but it's just a product I use and I love. It's the Soothing Oats Toning Lotion. I first, I cleanse my face. Now I'm trying to not tell you the secrets of, there is no point ordering information, right? So the steps to facial treatments that I've learned recently is, I'm just checking my video to be sure that everything is in place. I'm recording and everything is recording, so I'm not talking twice, right? So I've learned that the first thing is to cleanse, and from cleansing to toning, from toning to moisturizing. So I cleanse with the CeraVe cleanser. I think one of these days I'll do a video about it. I don't want to make too much promises of too many videos to do, because I've discovered that I don't eventually get to make them. So I don't want my channel to be known for making promises and not fulfilling them. But I hope that I'm able to do it. So I cleanse with CeraVe, and I use this Aveeno cleansing, Aveeno Soothing Toning Lotion to, so I've cleansed in the bathroom. I'm just going to use this toning lotion to just what's the word, tone. Well, I've been using it for almost a year now, and my skin is not different from what it was, so it's just okay. And I love it because the skin pH is balanced, and it just gently removes impurities and leaves the skin feeling suited. So it's just like so soothing the skin before you moisturize. That's my husband coming in. Hey, boo, boo, boo. Hey, you. Let me take my mic. Thank you for coming. Thanks for coming. I'll see you soon. Yeah. So let's talk about having a child or a toddler in the house. Almost a toddler. He's not a toddler yet, but he's almost, and he's acting like a toddler. So yeah, so I've just used that. Then ideally I use Cetaphil moisturizing cream, but that's not available now because it's finished, and I've not done a shopping for my facial distance. So I'm using the E45 moisturizing lotion because it just works for it. It moisturizes my skin, and it does not have any funny fragrance or anything, so I'm just comfortable using it. So I love to moisturize to bed so that I wake up and my skin is feeling moisturized. I'm not feeling dry everywhere. And also I have this Vaseline lip therapy. It's a very popular lip therapy thing. It's not something new, so just to moisturize my lips. Anyways, I'll still moisturize because it's a bad habit, but I'm still going to have my dinner. It's a bad habit to eat at this time of the night, but I'm sorry, it is what it is. And I have this Centrum gummies that I eat, that I take every day. They are like multivitamins. I just discovered that I have to you know, use multivitamins because I just have to. I see myself skipping meals a lot, not because I want to, but because of work mostly. I've resumed work, and I want to get all the essential nutrients I need to get, you know. So yeah, back to what we're saying. I've left my phone downstairs, but I don't want to go downstairs to pick it again because that would be a lot of work, and for me to come back upstairs again, something will hijack me, by the way. So sorry about that. Let's get moving about I don't want to talk to you while I'm chewing. Right, so let's get going with the video. So let's get going with the video. So when you first come into the UK or into the United Kingdom, I welcome you into the United Kingdom of England, of Scotland and Wales, and what's the fourth one? England, Wales, Scotland, and one other one. Yeah. So it's a really lovely place to be. And I say that because I want you to change your mindset from whatever you have heard. Of course, there is no place in the world where there are no challenges. There are challenges everywhere where you're coming from, wherever you're coming from in the world, and there are challenges where you're coming into. But your mindset will make you navigate everything successfully. And you have to also note that you're not the only one coming in. There are people before you and there are people after you. So you have to be careful of the narrative you're giving out. That does not mean that you should not tell people the truth, but don't discourage people from, you know, from whatever, from pursuing their dreams, if you get what I mean. Necessarily tell them the truth, tell them the challenges, tell them the pros and cons, but also encourage them to, you know, forge ahead, because despite the challenges, people are succeeding and people are successful, right? So welcome into the UK again. So once you first come into the UK, I'm sure before you came, your accommodation is already sorted. Or if probably you are coming into Airbnb, I don't know how people do it, but you are supposed to have sorted your accommodation before you left your country of origin, if that makes sense. Like where you're coming from, you're supposed to have sorted your accommodation before you came into the UK. But if that's not sorted, please sort it out as soon as possible. And also, by no means, this channel does not support anything illegal. No, we are against that. We do not support you, you know, saying you are living in one place or and you are not living there or whatever. Please be straightforward, you know, be truthful, and there is no point lying. So sort out your accommodation. You are now welcome. You are inside the UK and all of that. The very first thing I would advise you to get ready or to get is your biometric residential permit, your BRP. While you are applying for your visa, or the moment your visa is out, your BRP is also in the post office nearest to the location you selected. So go and get it. When I came into the UK, there was isolation. So if it was that period, I would have said, do your isolation. We have like 10 days isolation. The day you came in is day 0, and then you have like 10 more days for your isolation. But now that is over, you don't have to do that. So the very first thing you have to do is get your BRP, so that you have your document, your residential permit document with you. And on it, you have your NI, you have your details, you have your date of birth, your full name, and your NI. And yeah, your NI. That's your national insurance number, and that is like your identity anywhere you are in the UK. Even for you to get a job, you have to get your NI. So that's one. And I think we've talked about the BRP from the nearest what's it called, from the nearest post office, right? So the second thing you also need to do, and then it also depends on the routes that you came in with. If you came in with the job route, I'm sure that your employer will also put you through some things, some essential things that you have to do. And one of them is like doing your getting your what's the word, DBS. Yeah, the DBS. Most employers request for it. You just apply for it online, and then they will send the DBS to your employer and to your address as well. Then another thing you need to also do is to register with a GP, and also get your national health, your NHS number. Is it the National Health Scheme? I'm not sure the full meaning of NHS number. I'll look for it and probably put it somewhere on the screen. So it's to get your NHS number. That means that you can visit the hospital for any health issues, and you get seen by a doctor, and you don't have to pay to get seen by a doctor, if you get what I mean. So getting your NHS number is very important, and registering with a GP that is close to your to where you live, to your apartment, to your location. And bear in mind, the moment you change your location, most likely you will change your GP as well, especially if it's not within the same locality. So it's just like very few of them that cover like a large space, that cover like a large area. For instance, the GP I use currently cover, I think, most of the places in Sunderland, but the GP I was with when I first came into the UK, I had to change from that GP to this current one because I changed location. So per address, the GPs cover they don't cover everywhere at the same time. They cover particular places at the same per time or per location. So that's another thing. And how do you register with your GP? Just browse the GP closest to you, go in there, give them your address. They will tell you if they cover that particular address, because usually they prefer you closer to where they cover. They prefer your location very close to them, so they will tell you that they are covered, and then you can register with them. What you just feel is not even up to like 5 minutes. You just give them your full name, date of birth, your country, where you're coming from, and you just sign, and that's it. You're registered. They give you they would send your NHS number to your address within 5 working days, and you are registered with a GP. So you can always call them, and I also advise that you download the NHS app. With that, you can book an appointment with the GP, especially if you are on regular medications. I would advise that you do that as soon as you get into the UK, so that you don't have to be going to the emergency department, to get delayed for a very long time. Yeah, that's it. And another thing is, if you are pregnant and you are in the UK, I would advise that you notify the midwives as soon as possible. Let them know that you have just come in and you are pregnant. I want to be sure I'm recording. Yes. And you are pregnant, and they would guide you on what to do. They will tell you, they will ask for your EDD, that's your, no, sorry, they will ask for your last menstrual period, that's your LMP. They will ask like series of questions and get you registered, and they will guide you from that moment onwards. That's their job, not mine, but just make sure they are notified. And also, as a student, I would advise that you are not very far from where other students are. Try to get the student, I think there is a student union PAR. There is a student union PAR per university. Try to get involved, try to get information, try to see where students are. Especially if you are single, I would advise that you live in a place where other students live. Probably they have like all of residence. Try to stay there and get information about what's going on in school. Welcome, if there is any welcome, in quotes, welcome party organized for people that are just coming in. They will give out series of information, they'll give out phone numbers in case you need help. And there are like organizations that help people, especially international people coming into the country. They help. You are not alone. You will only suffer if you don't want to mix with people. If you are coming with the mentality of, I just want to be on my own, no, I don't want to disturb anybody. Let the person you want to disturb tell you by themselves that you are disturbing me. That is when you assume that you are disturbing. Don't assume you are disturbing anybody. Ask questions. Another thing I also want to talk about, aside getting apartments and getting your BRP, your DBS as needed. And that's even for most employers anyways. And getting your GP and all of that is also getting an account, a bank account in the UK. It's easier to register with all these online banks like Monzo, Revolut, Suits Me, just different banks like that. But I would advise that you use a physical bank. There are banks around: HSBC, Barclays, Lloyds, which other one? Halifax, just anyone, Santander. Just walk into anyone and register your bank details. Register to get a bank account, so that in case you want to do some transactions, it is easier that way, instead of you just getting money in your currency and looking for. It's not even advisable, just for your own relaxation and for your privacy. Get a bank account. It makes things easier for you. And also, like when you are working, that is where your salary will be paid anyways. So why wait until then? Why not do it when you still when you have just arrived and there is no pressure of work or something at that moment, right? And another thing I want you to also get, I would also advise, is that try to locate stores around, depending on your needs. If you are from Nigeria, for instance, try to locate African stores around where you can get stuff, so that you are not stranded about things. I'm sure that when you are coming, you brought some things, but trust me, they can only last for a while. Try to locate places around, and there are some things that are not really permitted. They are not permitted for you to bring anyways. So try to locate African stores around where you could get things to eat, and that, and also stores around that could make things a bit cheaper for you, like Aldi, Lidl, all those stores around, they sell things at rates that are convenient. And if you have children coming with you, try to locate stores where they sell diapers, they sell children's needs. And another thing you need to be aware of, especially if you have children, is that this country prioritizes children a lot. So, as I know you have come for schooling, but you have to take care of your children, take care of them to the uttermost. Try to read the laws, try to read the rules guiding you having children. Try to read the rules guiding childcare. You can't just drop your children just anyhow and go out. No, children that are not adults should not be left alone by themselves. So, and adults who start from 18 years old, there are rules guiding all these things. And you can't just say, hey, they want to take my child from me. There is no sentiment. No, try to know the rules and go by it. Okay. And also another thing I would advise is try to register with try to register yourself on the electoral register. One, that would also boost your credit score. It's online, everything is on gov.uk. Just go there and register yourself on the electoral register. Yeah, so that's another thing. Then another thing I would also advise is that came to my mind now, but it almost escaped my mind, but I'll remember again, and I'm sure I'll remember, and I'll say it before I go. So I think that is everything. Then for students, at the moment, I think you are only permitted to work for 20 hours. Please don't exceed the amount of time you are allowed. I know, yes, you want to pay this, you want to do that, but try as much as possible to sort out finances before you come into the country as much as you can. It's hard to say, but please don't exceed the time you are allotted to work, and like I'd said before, try to talk to other students, to get employment and everything. There are employers that, they employ, because most students now, you hear them, they don't want to employ me because I'm a student and all of that. Try to talk to other students and also pay attention to referrals. Don't just keep to yourself that I don't want people to know what I'm going through. See, everybody here, you're almost going through the same thing, because we are under the same, environment, the same laws, the same principles. So try to talk to people, try to seek help, don't keep to yourself too much. Right. And another thing I would also talk about is the weather. Now the weather is changing. We are entering into winter. It's very cold. Get yourself something very warm. Get your home, warmed up. Get your eating. Ensure it's working. Just get, so that you don't just start catching flu and everything that would just get you down. Physically, that will affect your physical health. I think that's just everything. What I wanted to remember initially, I can't really remember, but what else? I wanted to say register. Well, and then you need to get a SIM card. Anyways, you need to get a SIM card that's you can use here in the UK. I think that's also one of the basic things. Get a SIM card, because obviously you can only use like the WhatsApp of the SIM you have been using in your individual countries. You might not be able to use that to call directly over here. So for employment and everything, try to get a SIM card of the networks in the UK, and try to look for the browse this SIM card that has a very good signal, that the network has a very good signal in the area where you live before you buy, so that you don't just buy a SIM card that the network is not really, really good around you. It does not just make any sense, So I think that's just it that I would say. And like I would just add this, that you can also get a community in the sense that if you're a Christian, try to get a church, a Bible believing church that is around you to join, and especially where you have your people around. Aside the fact that you go together, you fellowship together, it's also a form of communion. You don't feel alone. Like, for instance, the church I attend now, oh God, my church is just beautiful. I've met wonderful people. I've made friends. It's just been a lovely moment. I have people around me. For instance, when I had a baby, there was nobody around me. It was church that I had around, and I would never forget that. And aside that, growth physically, spiritually, mentally, when you see people of your type in that sense. You came together to the UK. They are also internationally trained. They are doing well. They are getting settled. That is also like an encouragement for you to know that you are not alone. And my church organizes trainings, for people. We just had like a couples dinner just a few days ago, and or just yesterday, and it was beautiful. We learned, we unlearned, we relearned. So get a beautiful community to join, and just a tip. Okay, that wasn't what I wanted to say, but this, just talk to people. Aside you going to church, don't just pack your bag and go. Talk to people. I know I'm bad about this. I'm getting better. I'm relating with people. I might be very bad with relationships, but I'm getting better. Okay, we are all. Yeah, I'm still recording. we are all learning, and my husband is better in that aspect. Yeah, so try to relate with people, talk to people, smile, when they smile back, and that. And I wanted to add something the other time, but I've forgotten again. I think I need to I really listed them, but to go and get it where I left it, I feel like if I go, something else is going to just grab me on the way. Right. And that's it. I think that those are like the basic things you need to know. And yeah, I think I've covered everything. So about my pepper chicken or my pepper turkey, I'm going to leave the video after this, and please watch it and tell me what you think. And you can also follow the recipe and come back and tell me how it is. Right. So I need to prepare for work tomorrow. Yeah, there is work tomorrow, and I will see you in the next one. Please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, why subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. And okay, I think one more thing I remembered: if you came in with children, please register your children in schools and try to get the ages that are appropriate. For instance, in the UK, they start nursery by 3 years old, I think. So don't carry your 2-month-old to crèche, or to, by all means, there are child minders. Those are some of the things that you also pay attention to. But I don't think you should take a 2-month-old. Nobody will even, you're not. I don't think you are really allowed to. Just get all these rules, especially for childcare. So get childminder for the appropriate age, and also for your older children, try to get a nearby school, register them in school as soon as possible. Get their uniforms and everything set, and yeah. That's it. But it's a beautiful place to be, honestly, and I welcome you once again. And if you have been here for a long time and you think there is something that I'm not adding, please feel free to add it in the comment section and help somebody. And also, there are sites online where you could get things for free. For instance, if you are living in an unfurnished building and you want to get like things, you can get on Gumtree. Just download Gumtree or check Gumtree online. Then Facebook Market is another place where you could get things for free, and some for like very little amount, and there are also like groups in church where people just give things for free and everything. So yeah, there is no they are giving me for free. I'm suffering. That is not the way it runs here. The way it runs here, if there is something you're not using anymore and it's still in good condition, give it out to somebody who needs it. And somebody who needs it, that is getting something from somebody, don't feel bad that somebody is giving you something. It is just a place to love and share, really. And when I had my baby, people gave me things for free, things that have been used, and I did not feel bad, and I used it for my baby. That's the way it works. Not necessarily, there are some things I have to ask for, like I need this thing. There are some things that people just give it to me. So that's the way it works. Just get used to the system. okay. And when you come in, also there are culture shocks. Try to see the system that works in your workplace. Don't just come with, I'm a banker in Nigeria, or this is what we do, or I'm a nurse in Nigeria, this is what we do in my hospital. Please, dear, it doesn't work here. No, no, it does not work. Right, so I think that is everything, and I'm bringing this vlog to a close. Please give me a thumbs up if you think I've done well, and if you think I'm missing up something, just put it in the comment section for somebody who needs it. And I will see you in the next one. Right, and thanks so much for your support, everybody. Bye. Bye. Bye.